Sherelle, we've been banging on a lot about this being the party netball, the party house, the party atmosphere. You just need to look at the faces of those athletes when their anthem is playing to respect the pride and passion with which they're playing now that it's finals time. And it is international netball, albeit it's a hybrid version.
That's right, and this means a lot to this South African side. They will be smelling a bit of blood in the water with this English side, so you could see on the face of Sigrid Berger there and Zainadine Zimbula. They are very passionate about this team.
Okay, well, it's game on. This is a playoff for 5 and 6 to complete their Fast 5 campaign. When they met in the rounds, just 3 points separated them. South Africa took the win 28-25. They will take their power play, the Deacon power play, in the third quarter. England will back it up in the fourth. So sit tight. We're going to watch a bit of arm wrestling early, and then they're going to bring the big guns to run in the end of this game. So South Africa on the board. First up, 1 point. Gary Fisher, she likes it from long range, but she goes to Corbin near post.
Yeah, nice timing along the baseline there from Corbin. She is a real key for me. The energy that she can bring to this front line is important. There she is, trying to get a hand on in defence too.
She has amazing acceleration, and I think defenders have been thinking just when they've got it covered, where'd she go? And so she brings some intensity to the front line, and Stoltz, she brings radar to the circle for South Africa. How do you like that one?
Well, it's switched on the radar at the start. It's been a bit hot and cold from that distance for Stoltz, but that's a good start.
She had a good day yesterday, a little quiet earlier today. And there's the drive we're talking about from Corbin, and the finish. England in chase position, early days. Through the back of the centre, they go through the skipper, a big split from Siggy Berger, and she likes the business of shooting.
Wow, some long passes and drives into the circle already. I like that. I like attacking the post. It's what we're used to seeing in the longer version of the game. But in this version, they do hang around the outside a bit.
And they're learning how to mix up playing the traditional game with Fast 5 smarts. It's about when to execute, when to apply scoreboard pressure. Corbin, bullet ball, along the baseline, finds Fisher. She finds the net in the best possible way, and England keep in touch. Under, almost with a footwork call. Misjudged the timing. Berger out on the drive through the hands. On the back, Van der Merwe assists. Such an athlete, South African captain. Renske Stoltz. Well, she back herself again, time and time again, Renske Stoltz. She loves the long-range shot. Here we go, deja vu. Adobe comes back with the rebound, so England. Fast break netball, not too much defence through court from South Africa. Adobe goes to the backspace. Mbella out hunting.
Yeah, they're liking this 1 point zone at the moment, England, and it feels like a tactic that a lot of the teams have brought into day two. Just get those 1 point shots under the belt early in the game, get the scoreboard happening.
I think the bravery and the bravado came out day one. It's super shot netball, let's go for it. And then the reality of, well, that's pretty hard. Let's go back and play safety netball to build the confidence, and then dig into the bag of tricks, and they're doing it beautifully day two.
And it's almost like they feel each other out and see where they're positioned towards the end of the game to know whether to start hitting those super shots.
We mentioned across the championship too, it's not just about Fast 5 performance. Many of these sides bringing emerging players. We also have international coaches in the house. Norma Plummer's here watching the South African players. We've got Super Netball coaches, Suncorp Super Netball coaches watching. That's what they're watching. They've come to watch who can put them up under pressure. Karen Atkinson, the England coach, more than 100 games for her as an England Rose. Would have loved that one. And South Africa reply. Stops. Berger, anything you can do, I can do. Nice. Thought about it.
Yeah, well, she's got a flat shot, Berger, but that one just rolled over the top nicely.
Carter on its centre now. They're starting to roll the subs in subtly to the game. Clark at the back for England. Fisher, though, well, she seems to be a fixture now for them.
Yeah, she does seem to be, and she's doing a beautiful job there. That long shot. Nearly sat on on top of the ring.
You and I know all about those. How many times have you practiced them and pretended it was natural? It didn't drop for England. South Africa now with the chance to equalise or take the lead. They're just sizing each other up early. It's a final. Van der Merwe, Chouani. Oh, through the hands of Berger, lets herself down, but she smothers and protects the ball.
I don't know where everyone from England was.
Watching.
Watching what was happening, but there you go. At the moment, the front line for South Africa not working. Norma Plummer,
speaking of watching,
not looking very happy. She's not the coach of this side, as you mentioned, but she'll be looking at the talent here for South Africa.
Well, of course, put this in context. They have a series of internationals coming up against African nations in the foreseeable future. And then, of course, January, Quad Series, the Big Four come out to play. Australia, New Zealand, South Africa. Who did I forget? England.
How could you?
Now is not the time to forget them or discount them. Just 1 point in it as the seconds tick down to the end of the first quarter.
Great work in the middle there from Amy Cartledge. She's a quick player through that mid-court for England.
Fisher using the backspace, loves it from long range, denied then. Clark comes down with the rebound, adds another. We're all locked up at 7 apiece. They need to go quickly. Well, it's a nice foil by Carter. Almost smart work, that little obstruction. And we're all locked up as we go to the first break. South Africa, England in a battle for 5th and 6th place. Welcome back. Well, just 3 points separated these two, South Africa and England, when they met in the round. And they're all locked up at 7 apiece as we get underway for the second quarter. Deakin power plays have been held back by both nations until the back end of the game. So South Africa will take theirs in the third. What can they do in the second, Sherelle McMahon? How do they play this one out?
Well, at the moment, they're just feeling each other out, aren't they? But at some stage, someone's got to take some risky shots here. No three-point shots as yet. Not needed this early in the game, but...
Obstruction
call goes against Sasha Corbin. She steps out. Over the top they go to Berger. She obliges.
Well, she spent all but a couple of minutes on court in day one, so she's certainly the go-to girl for the South African side.
A lot of focus on her after Com game. She was the most accurate shooter, shooting at 94%. She's shown her wares here.
Well, she's shooting at 100% in this game today, 5 from 5, so she certainly has the eye in.
Norma Plummer will have her eye on Berger's eye. By the floorboards they go to Stolch. She loves it from the pink zone. Yeah, they know she loves it. Out comes the image captain.
Unfortunately, it's an obstruction call to Sasha Corbin. It was beautifully set up by England. Force that cross-court ball. Goalkeepers everywhere love that. It's a long shot, but not good.
Advantage of obstruction, goal shooter.
Corbin fires it. Sister to sister they go.
Goalkeeper. Yes.
They've been pretty decent to us today. One's got tinsel, one hasn't. I know the bib should identify them. One shoots, one's mid-court, but it's a bit hard on the fly, huh? England out by 3. Mdar off balance, finds Berger. Bit of movement in the South African goal third.
Yeah, that's Sasha Corbin out of play again. She's frustrated, but, you know, that's no good. You cannot be, you know, giving away easy penalties like that on the outside, although they're lucky. It's a footwork call against South Africa.
And down 2 players, the wing attack, the wing defence. You need to be out of play on court, contesting defensive pressure, not standing beside on a penalty. Turnovers, 2 more against South Africa. Bella winds up the arm. How often have we seen that happen? How exciting that they come on at speed. They've got to time it right so they don't infringe and draw a penalty, and they pick up a bit of a touch, a piece of the action.
Well, you talk about timing it right, it doesn't get much better than that. And can Kadeen Corbin finish it off? Nicely rebounded.
Changes in the shooting department for South Africa, and not a nice introduction to the game from Lochner. Danielle Lochner now at goal attack.
Yeah, well, it was great pressure again from Panigari. She has brought some good intensity into this centre position. There she is again, taking the drive across, drawing some defence and opening the back space.
Corbin likes it. England
Here she is,
she's out of lead.
Off the interchange, Soriani with the little tip, beautifully timed.
And see the hand in the air, barking orders as she ran out as well.
Why wouldn't you after that?
Making her presence felt. Well, she's been subbed for all that effort and Carter's on now, so enough out of her.
You've done enough.
You've done your damage. Take a seat. And Bella again, she's been good at the back for South Africa. Lochner goes sideways. Now they link forwards. Chouani, cross court, it's read beautifully by Dovey. Contact call sends Chouani out of play.
Well, they've been forcing that cross-court high ball well, England. They've been setting up their defence nicely and created those opportunities at the back, but at the moment, they're giving it back far too easily.
Well, it's a 6-1 quarter so far for England. South Africa trail on the scoreboard. They have the power play next in the third, but they need to stay in touch now.
Contact, goalkeeper, 2 or 3.
Starting to get pretty willing out there, Sherelle. They know, it may be the bottom playoff, but there's a lot of pride at stake, and there it goes. That hammer shot thrown from the shoulder of Berger nails it literally. Clark floats across. She's on a goal attack now for England. Fisher, well, she's doing some long leads. Clark fancies herself from long range. Goes a little closer. That's 2-point zone. Not enough. Need to use the legs.
Yes.
Fisher with the throw in. Just entering the final minute of this second quarter. Over to Fisher. Bit of a fumble. Now she steadies. No, Sherelle McMahon, shake of the head, doesn't like it.
There was never enough, but great rebound from Clark. She's an English basketball international, and you can actually see the basketball player in her as she moves around the court.
I like Gretel Tippett, and they're starting to warm to her, aren't they?
Yeah, well, they are, finally. I've always been a fan.
That's it. Step aside here.
Oh, Dr. Layla Guscott causing a bit of damage. I'm sure she can repair it. Junior doctor. Carter from the centre finds Clark. Oh, beautiful ball. All from the wrists. No arm action at all.
No, and beautiful.
Oh, another step from Fisher. She's been loose on the feet, Georgie Fisher. Seconds ticking down. It's 3 points in it, as it was when they met in the rounds. So we got battle on here in the race for 5 and 6. That's over a third, so that won't please either side. Well, sets up the back end of this game as something that can't be missed. South Africa in trail position. They're chasing England by 3. When we return after the break, South Africa will use their Deacon power play so much when we return 9. And let's set it up. An important 6 minutes of netball coming your way. South Africa have their Deacon power play, so lots to play for. How will they use it?
Well, it'll be important as to how both of these teams use their power play, because if you can see the match stats there, they are very even.
Well, that's not the start they were hoping for. As we just look at the South African captain, hobbling like an Achilles strain or a calf strain. Oh, she's recovered. Talked it up for it. It's got a bit of a hobble going. She doesn't look comfortable. That would be a big loss for them at this stage. I know she won't be shooting super shots, but there's all sorts of pain going on there.
Obstruction. 1.
Well, she's still hobbling along as we speak, and there it is, a real bad knocking to the back. It might be an ankle roll.
Yeah, right ankle roll. So lateral ligament giving all sorts of grief. Right when they need it, in the business of defending and keeping the ball in South African hands and through the ring on super shots. Will it rain at the hands of Berger? Yes, it will. That's for 4 points.
Well, and in a blink of an eye, they've covered that gap. Scores all tied up now.
So just give you the warning, this is a word we're going, if you're hungry, don't listen. This is a word you will hear us saying a lot across the next 4 minutes, 40 seconds. Berger, 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 and maybe a little bit of stop. At the other end of the court, Georgie Fisher, she's off. The South African captain has been forced to the sideline. She looks quite distressed.
Looks like the shoe might be coming off. Maybe a bit of retaping, hopefully, for her to get back out onto court.
Serenic will be on at goal defence in her absence. I wonder what they'll lack in leadership in her absence. That one rings out, it doesn't drop for them. Some big names missing from their lineup this year. We talked about that earlier, particularly in the shooting department, but also Lauren Lee Christians ran the centre for South Africa. So it's an emerging group. England playing the ball around. They need to be careful. Use it or lose it.
Well, in the background there, Guscott was kind of saying, can someone please look at me when I've got the ball? I have no one to throw to. And neither did they in their attack end. So England in all sorts here in attack.
And she replies, she's in the same position again, Layla Guscott.
They've got it under control in defence. So, gee, she's been impressive this year. I cannot wait to see her again. She's another great talent.
So good in the quad series. We're used to seeing her further down the field in the seven-a-side game, the traditional game. I'm not used to seeing her locked up back and keeper prowling around a shooter or doing.
That was nice, though.
Oh, Fisher adds one for England, so South Africa just not enjoying maximum use of this power play. But the boss, the skipper, she's all strapped up and ready to go. She's in the rolling sub-box. So desperate for the substitution to be called as Stoltz lines up. Comes back at her. It's not falling the way of South Africa. They've used up half their power play period. Berger, yeah, that'll do it.
Well, they were fighting to find position in the two-point shot. There is their captain back out on court. It's important in this power play.
Well, they've got about 2 minutes 30 left to make use of it, and they've only got a 2-point advantage. So this is panning out well for England. Oh, nice jump. Well, that'll test that ankle, yeah?
Well, gee, it will, but I don't know how many balks you can fit into 3 seconds, but that may be the world record.
You reckon that in Fast5 netball, because everything's frantic and furious on pace, that the 3 seconds are viewed differently?
Maybe it feels like they've held it for 10, but really it's only 2.
See, I have trouble with the 6 minutes. It seems like it goes in 2. Speaking of 2 minutes left until we go to three-quarter time. So 2 minutes left for South Africa to capitalise on their Deacon power play. Up they go to Clark. It's England who robbed them of possession. Panagari, Dovey, Fisher out on lead. They're in no hurry, England. Why would they be? They need to progress the ball. They can't stall it. That's a nice use of possession. And they find Fisher well placed. She finishes for England and takes them to 20.
Well, she uses her body angles really nicely, Georgina Fisher. She just opened that space at the back and dropped into it beautifully.
Contact centre, bar. Yep.
Natalie Pangari just making her presence felt. Over the top to Stoltz. This will be for 4. That'll be for 2. Okay, retake, rewind. For 4. Yes, thank you very much. Could have done that earlier for me.
I don't know why that spot was better than the first one she added in, but it worked.
So they're out in front again, South Africa, into the final minute of their power play. England, though, they're hanging in there, setting themselves up beautifully.
That's another one
of this game.
And that's another one of those air ball, but we'll give it to you as a pass.
Just to remind everybody, England, defending champions, have found themselves in 6th place at the end of the round. So they're playing for pride, but they are looking good with their power play up their sleeve for the 4th. Stoltz waits for the English captain to land again. Jodie Gibson trying to trick her. She's wearing Clark's playing uniform just to make things difficult. Can't hide from us.
No, we know who you are. And England in no hurry here, just working the ball around. They'll be happy with the throw-in because it just eats into these last few seconds.
Well, I'm sure people are thinking, why didn't Clark go to post? It was a lovely shooter-to-shooter play, but they don't need to. They just want to absorb possession and keep it out of the hands of South Africa.
Contact, goalkeeper. In here.
Yeah, for someone who's testing out an ankle, Jardine van der Merwe is really putting herself in the thick of things. That's on the buzzer. Doesn't drop for England, but you know they've stayed in the race. They will go to the break trailing South Africa. It's a 27-21 game, but it's playoff for 5 and 6. It's South Africa up against England. It's a 6-point game, Sherelle McMahon. Did South Africa do enough in their power play period to keep that lead.
Well, just in the last couple of minutes, they drew away 6-goal margin. I think they would like to be a little bit further ahead, but you never know. If they can slow this progression up for England, then perhaps.
It'll be a big scalp for South Africa to take England in this playoff. We're just over 5 minutes away from knowing the outcome. Oh, Stoltz almost with the challenge there defensively. Down court sweep England. Bit of a back play going on. Unusual tactic on a power play period. Just sorting themselves out. They'll be looking for Fisher.
Yeah, well, it's a held ball. They weren't sure which zone to deliver that ball to. Really, they had 2 goalers available and ready for the ball.
So in the early part of both their power plays, neither team has really found the handle, have they?
And then the pressure starts to build. England 6 goals down, 6 points down still. So, it's going to... Oh, it'll be a free pass or shot for South Africa here.
Karen Atkinson, the head coach for England, doesn't like it. She knows it's eating up time. It's time she wants ball in England's hands. Now it is in the hands of Layla Guskett. Watch that name. She'll be playing in Suncorp Super Netball in 2019 for the Adelaide Thunderbirds. So she may be in red today. She'll be in pink next year. And again, wasting time, South Africa, wow.
It's really strange, England not looking to the post. I mean, Fisher then was in a 2-point zone. That's actually where she's been shooting very, very well from. Tried to offload. And now it's back down this end. Renski Stoltz, yes, she can.
Well, South Africa finding all sorts of ways to thwart England's power play period.
Well, there you go. And again, an unforced error from England. That is a footwork call off the centre pass.
What a turn-up. South Africa really doing the heads in of England, last year's champions. Floating with 3 seconds is the South African captain. Left the court earlier. Ankle turn. Oh, she bounces back. She's tough, huh?
Absolutely. Well, they all are, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. Not like in my day. Princess material. Written all over the back of my head, the front of my head, up my sleeve. She'll be in no hurry. They go to Berger. And they play around with the ball. That's quite legitimate. They're going for a longer range shot and more points, but Layla Guskett, she's been so good every time they've hit the court, win, lose or draw.
We've spoken about her earlier in this game, and she is so athletic. I've actually loved the pressure over the shot from all the teams in this tournament. I think they, I don't know, it's something like they're attacking it more than I've seen them do before.
We've talked about the Shamira Sterlings and the Guskets more than we've talked about shooters. Put your hand in the air. Sharelle Maman has her right hand pointing to the sky, the ceiling, the rafters. She wants them to go long.
Well, you've got to talk about the goals when they're shooting super goals in their power play, 6 points.
I just wanted to warn you that they're not looking at you, Sharelle. They're actually looking at the ring or thereabouts. It's a 2-point game. Just under 3 minutes remaining. England with the Deakin power play. They're in chase position. I feel like they're working their way through it. Oh, Stoltz.
Well,
she make it just that little bit more difficult.
She does, and why wouldn't you? I mean, she's got that hot hand.
Well, she was lukewarm earlier today. Great yesterday, lukewarm. Now it's starting to warm up for her. They need a hot hand, and they need Corbin to have it. Up she goes. Oh, disappointment. Air out of a balloon for England. South Africa like it, though.
Well, and also I was just watching Georgia Fisher off the back of the court, slipped, put their hands in the air. I'm all okay, but a bit of a comedy of errors here at the moment.
It's the most expression we've seen Dorette Badenhurst to coach for South Africa in a while. There's in all sorts of agony earlier. Now they connect with Corbin, and she's connected well and truly.
Well, and do you know what? These athletes will be getting tired. This is on the back of 2 really full-on days for them, and you will see that perhaps in some of the contests. Was Kadeen Corbin going for that 2-point shot again. Gee, she's just been a little bit off on this tournament. I know I've probably given her a bit of a hard time, but you expect more.
Well, my memory probably is not great nowadays, but I think there was a match a few years back where she missed a shot that would have won England Fast 5.
Well, Fisher didn't miss that shot.
But you wasn't a game like this.
4 points for Fisher there. She's brought England right back. Level scores now.
31 apiece, and we are just over a minute from full time. Who's got the heart for it? Who's got the head for it? who's got the hot hand. Berger won't go to the post. They're going to go long. They're pushing the envelope, South Africa. They're brave. But that was smart. Berger lined up under the post for the rebound. They're just absorbing time. They're robbing England of possession. Heartbreaking if you're an England fan. Oh, and again, and all of this, I'm just watching the clock speeding down. 45 seconds. There's the shot. South Africa. 33. Just 2 points in it. England need to go. They only need 1 point zone. It'll be doubled. They're going to be ambitious and go long. Oh, thank you. That might do it. That might do it. I tell you what, they've left their run right until the end.
Well, they had to. Rinsky Stokes, we need a big shot from her. She's been cut out of the game though at the moment. Gibson doing a beautiful job.
Well, both of them can go long. Who's got the brave heart? It's Stokes. It's the super shot. Oh, no. Everybody knows. Hold time with 3.6 seconds left in the match. Oh, that is it. England have survived the onslaught. So the defending champions, reduced in 2018 in the playoff for 5 and 6, have claimed 5th position at the end of their event.